Did you know that the average American household spends over $7,000 a year on things they don't really need? That's more than some people's entire salary. It's no wonder so many of us feel financially stressed. But what if I told you that you don't need to make more money to live better? You just need to spend smarter. In this video, I'm going to show you how I live frugally without feeling like I'm missing out. It's not about cutting back on everything, it's about making choices that actually enrich your life while keeping your wallet happy. From saying no to pointless subscriptions, to making the most out of what you already have, these are the strategies that have changed the way I live. Stick with me, and I'll share tips you won't find in your average "how to save money" list. You'll be surprised at how easy it is to live a rich life while spending less. Let's dive into the first big step: why setting financial boundaries is the key to it all. Chapter 1. The hidden power of saying no. Mastering the art of financial boundaries. Saying no is a game changer. It's the first step in setting financial boundaries that allow you to control your money. Think about it. Every time you say yes to something you don't need, you're choosing to give away a little bit of your financial freedom. Take, for example, how peer pressure affects spending. Research shows that 60% of people make purchases just to keep up with friends or family. But you can break this cycle by being intentional about where your money goes. Saying no to unnecessary social events, impulse buys, or subscription services can keep you on track to financial freedom. It's also about protecting your time. By saying no to distractions and focusing on what truly matters, you avoid overspending on things that add little value. In his book The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel writes, "The best thing money can buy is financial independence. The worst thing is to never have enough to make the choices you want." And guess what? Setting boundaries gets you closer to that independence. The key here is understanding your values and sticking to them. Saying no doesn't mean you're missing out, it means you're choosing what truly aligns with your goals. Whether it's avoiding last-minute invitations that cost you money or walking away from the latest trendy gadgets, saying no is a sign of financial strength. Don't forget to subscribe for more money-saving tips that can help you take control of your finances and live a richer life. Chapter 2. Frugality without sacrifice. The secret to living rich while spending less. Frugality doesn't have to mean living like a hermit or constantly counting pennies. In fact, it's about shifting your focus from stuff to experiences. Living well doesn't require constant spending, it requires living mindfully. For example, eating out at fancy restaurants might seem like the best way to enjoy life, but cooking at home can be just as rewarding. In fact, the average American family spends over $3,000 a year eating out. But by learning a few cooking tricks and enjoying meals at home, you can cut that number down and still feel rich. Experiences often offer the best return on investment. Research shows that people are happier when they invest in experiences rather than material goods. A study from Cornell University found that buying experiences leads to greater long-term happiness compared to purchasing things. Whether it's hiking, traveling, or attending a free local event, these activities create memories that last a lifetime. And here's the best part: you can live luxuriously without the price tag. Imagine staying in a cozy Airbnb instead of a pricey hotel, or swapping out store-bought gifts for homemade ones. Small changes in your lifestyle can help you enjoy the richness of life without going into debt. Living frugally isn't about deprivation, it's about aligning your spending with what truly makes you feel fulfilled. It's about recognizing that you can feel rich by enjoying moments that don't cost much but are priceless in memory. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more ways to live well while saving big. Chapter 3. Unlocking the thrill of thrifts. Why thrift stores are your new playground. Thrift shopping is one of the most exciting and rewarding frugal strategies you can adopt. You're not just saving money, you're unlocking hidden treasures that would cost a fortune at retail stores. In fact, the average person can save up to 50–80% on clothing and household items by shopping secondhand. Thrift stores aren't just about old, worn-out items. Many times, you'll find brand new, high-quality products that were simply out of season or no longer needed. A 2019 study found that 64% of people believe secondhand shopping is just as good, if not better, than buying new. And with the rise of platforms like Poshmark and Depop, secondhand shopping has never been more accessible. One of the best things about thrift stores is the thrill of the hunt. Unlike walking into a regular store where everything is laid out, Thrift stores require you to dig through racks and shelves, which can lead to some surprising finds. Did you know that people who shop at thrift stores often end up with more unique items? You're not just buying something, you're getting a one-of-a-kind piece that nobody else will have. And here's a fun fact: thrifting also helps the environment. By reusing and recycling items, you're contributing to reducing waste. According to a study by the Environmental Protection Agency, landfills receive millions of tons of clothing every year. Shopping secondhand helps keep those items out of the trash, which is both frugal and eco-friendly. When you thrift, you're making a statement. You're showing that it's not about how much you spend, but about finding value where others might not look. Plus, thrift shopping allows you to tap into a deeper level of creativity. Instead of buying something brand new, you can repurpose, redesign, or reimagine an item to fit your personal style. Don't forget to subscribe so you can discover even more hidden gems and ways to save while living your best life. Chapter 4. Digital Detox for Your Wallet. How cutting unnecessary subscriptions adds up. It's easy to get caught up in subscriptions. From streaming services to premium apps, the costs quickly add up. Did you know that the average person spends $240 per month on subscriptions? That's $2,880 a year, money that could be better spent elsewhere. Start by taking inventory of your subscriptions. Are you really using all of them? In fact, studies show that most people forget they even have subscriptions, with 84% of people paying for services they don't actively use. That's money down the drain. By cutting out just a few unnecessary subscriptions, you can save hundreds of dollars a year. For example, if you stop paying for 3 monthly subscriptions at $10 each, that's an instant $360 you've just freed up. What's even better is that this is money that doesn't require any lifestyle change. You can still enjoy the content you love, just in a smarter way. There are ways to make this work even more for you. Consider sharing subscriptions with family or friends. Many services like Netflix, Hulu, and Spotify offer family plans that can drastically reduce the cost. This is a simple, yet effective way to maintain access to your favorite services without paying full price. A powerful quote from The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins says, "You don't have to live a life of extreme deprivation to build wealth. It's about conscious spending." Cutting out digital clutter is one way to build that wealth without making big sacrifices. By detoxing from unnecessary subscriptions, you're not only saving money, you're also simplifying your life. This simple strategy can help you feel more in control of your finances, and that's a huge win in anyone's book. Chapter 5. The Magic of Multi-Purpose. Turning everyday items into budget superheroes. One of the best ways to live frugally is by maximizing the value of what you already own. Instead of buying new items for every need, consider how you can repurpose things you already have. This is the magic of multi-purpose living. Think about your home. How many items do you own that have multiple uses? For example, a mason jar can serve as both a drinking glass and a container for storing dry goods. A simple baking soda box can clean your house, freshen your fridge, and even whiten your teeth. These everyday objects are budget superheroes in disguise. According to a report from the Environmental Protection Agency, nearly 80% of the items we discard still have value, whether that's through reuse or repurposing. You can take advantage of this by getting creative with how you use your things. One person's old furniture could become your next DIY project or a clever storage solution. Take clothing, for example. Instead of constantly buying new outfits, try mixing and matching what you already have. You can turn an old t-shirt into a cleaning rag or repurpose an old sweater into a scarf. The more you get creative, the more you'll see the value in what you already own. Another great example is food. Leftovers aren't just for reheating, they can be repurposed into new meals. For instance, turning leftover chicken into a chicken salad or using vegetable scraps to make a homemade broth is a great way to stretch your food budget. This concept of repurposing and maximizing the value of items you already own helps you live frugally while also reducing waste. It's an efficient, sustainable approach that not only saves you money but also benefits the environment. Chapter 6. Frugal Travel. How to explore the world on a tiny budget. Traveling on a budget is more than possible. It's a skill that can be developed with a little know-how. The first step is to plan smart. You don't need to stay in luxury hotels to experience the world. There are countless ways to explore without overspending. Start by being flexible with your travel dates. Flight prices can vary dramatically depending on the time of year, day of the week, and even the time of day. According to a 2023 study by Hopper, booking flights 21 days in advance can save you up to 10% compared to booking later. Plus, traveling during the off-season can help you avoid peak prices for flights and accommodations. Another great tip is to use budget-friendly lodging options like Airbnb, hostels, or even couchsurfing, which can dramatically reduce your accommodation costs. Did you know that staying with locals via couchsurfing can save you hundreds of dollars while giving you a unique cultural experience? Additionally, when traveling, seek out free activities. Museums, parks, and local festivals often have no entry fees or low-cost tickets. Websites like Eventbrite and Meetup can show you free or affordable events happening in your destination city. Exploring a new place doesn't have to mean spending a fortune. In his book The Art of Travel, Alain de Botton writes, "Travel is the best way to learn, but you don't need to spend a fortune to gain that knowledge. It's all about looking for experiences that enrich your life, not necessarily the ones with the highest price tags." For long-term travel, consider working while you travel. Websites like Workaway or WWOOF offer opportunities to work in exchange for free room and board. This can allow you to experience life in different parts of the world while keeping your expenses low. Frugal travel isn't about missing out, it's about finding smart ways to experience the world. With the right mindset and planning, you can travel without breaking the bank and create lasting memories that won't cost you a fortune. Thanks for reading. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living frugally while still enjoying life's best moments.